You know, things were going so well for the Bronx Bombers, winning back to back games, two great victories in a row against the Orioles, that I just knew the other shoe was going to drop eventually. Sure enough, today the shoe dropped big time as the Yankees blow a lead to Baltimore and lose in this third game and are not able to win the series. It was a rough day for the Yankees, starting with the news that Jimmy Cordero is suspended for the rest of the season after he was caught violating the MLB domestic violence policy. And I'll just say this, that as somebody who is against domestic violence, not really a fan of Jimmy Cordero, and I'd be perfectly okay with the Yankees moving on from him. Now to the game itself. This was a real struggle here for the Yankees because they couldn't get going. They couldn't get anything going early on. It was a real pitcher's duel for the first four innings between Kramer and Vasquez. And Randy Vasquez pitched really well today. But then in the bottom of the fifth, the Yankees got something going. First, Josh Donaldson continues his unbelievable stretch of only hitting home runs. This man is psychotic. The only thing this man hits is home runs. His ninth home run of the year. Hits one in the fifth inning there, giving the Yankees hit to right center 402 feet, giving the Yankees a 1-0 lead. And then in the fifth inning, after Volpe gets on base, Higashioka singles into right, which scores Volpe. Higashioka out stretching at second, and the Yankees lead at 2-0. At this point, I'm feeling pretty good about myself and where we're going, thinking that we're going to win three in a row. And then Aaron Boone decides to take Randy Vasquez out on 75 pitches. Let your starting pitchers pitch. I know that Vasquez, has been in and out for the Yankees this year, and he hasn't been a consistent starter for us. This is his third start, but today he was really good. He was really good for us. 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 75 pitches, 49 strikes. But I would have liked to have seen him go on a little bit more. Why can't we just? Do we have to? Look, I know our bullpen's good. Do we have to go to it right away? But Boone, in his infinite wisdom, decides, now's the perfect time to move on from Vasquez and the gem he's pitching. But whatever, we go into the sixth inning. We have Nick Ramirez come out for the Yankees, and he sucks. Cedric Mullins hits a double. Then Aaron Hicks with an infield single. Great play by Donaldson to try to save the run, but he couldn't quite beat Mullins to the bag. So runners on third and first. And then Colton Krauser in his MLB debut with an RBI single to right. That scores Mullins. It's 2-1. Ramirez out. Michael King comes in. And this one isn't all Michael King's fault. He gives up a triple to Westberg that gets right by Jake Bauers and IKF as the Yankees continue their absolutely dreadful experiments to let infielders play the outfield. Why is this so difficult? Infielders play in the infield, outfielders play in the outfield. This is basic common knowledge to anyone who knows baseball. I don't get Boone and Cashman's obsession to keep putting a square peg in a round hole. For God's sakes, get some outfielders already. It wouldn't kill you. But no, they'll tell us everything's fine. Come on, an actual outfielder makes that play. But 2 runs are scored there by Westberg. And then we get an RBI ground out by Frazier. Volpe fires home on the grounder. He can't get the out. It's 4-2 Baltimore. Yankees go down quietly after that. Bronx Bombers lose this one. And while they did win the first 2 games in the series, and that made me happy, but when the offense gets mostly stranded by a guy with an ERA of 5, that's an issue, and that is not a World Series caliber team. Again, I get it. It's one loss after 2 wins. I get it. Still a frustrating performance. It is difficult tonight when our best offensive player was Josh Donaldson, who I'd like to remind you improved his average to 149 tonight. The top 4 in the lineup really were silent. The Rizzo struggles are frustrating. The Stanton struggles continue to just be sad to watch. DJ continues to be an abomination to mankind and society and humanity in general. It was just one of those days for the Yankees. And yeah, maybe we shouldn't expect that from these guys every day. I mean, we should be thanking our lucky stars that they scored 6 runs in back-to-back games and 8 yesterday. We should have just, thanked God for that they were at least able to give us that. But it would have been nice to have seen that offense continue to show something tonight. But that didn't happen. Frustrating performance, disappointing performance. Disappointing to see Ramirez and King struggle like they did. And yeah, Yankees. Outfielders play outfield. Not that hard of a concept. They've been doing it for hundreds of years. It would be nice if you continued on with that tradition. They do have a chance, though, to win the series tomorrow. That's the good news. The bad news is that the Yankees have Luis Severino starting. Not what I'd prefer. That's probably an L. But we do have Carlos Rodon going on Friday, and that makes me happy. That is going to keep me going to Friday, is the fact that we get to see Rodon on Friday. And we'll see how that goes. But today, disappointing loss for the Yankees, frustrating performance. And also want to give a shout out to the Yankee cameraman, Pete Swindell, I believe his name is, who got hit by an errant throw, hit him in the face. He looks like he's going to be okay. So that was a rough moment there. Glad to see he's okay, the S Network cameraman. That was a really scary moment, but thankfully it looks like he's going to be okay. That's it for now, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have news tune to see, make sure you subscribe down below. I'll be back tomorrow to break down the fourth and final game of the series, Yankees and Orioles. Take care and God bless.